Virtual morning, everyone. Of course, my virtual greetings, most especially to the organizers of this virtual workshop, led by our Accountant 3, Ma'am Bing Ladaran, and all the personnel under the accounting section of our division office. And of course, my virtual greetings also to all the district bookkeepers of the different districts of our division who are participating in this virtual workshop on the preparation of bank reconciliation statement. This is designed for all district bookkeepers, considering that you are in charge of having this reconciliation statement pursuant to Deped Order 29 Series 2021. It is an honor and privilege to be with you today and to give a short message as a sort of inspiring you, perhaps, or giving you an insights or reflections as you do your job, as you work on your outputs for this workshop, because as the term itself, workshop, meaning before the 3-day virtual workshop will end, you are expected to have an output, that will ensure that you really understand on the topic, on the job, or on the role that you are assigned in relation to the opening of checking up account of all non-implementing units and the division of Bohol. Well, as the term itself, bank reconciliation statement, for me, even if I am not a banker, I am not an accountant, I am not a bookkeeper or disbursing officer, for me, it simply means you have to do the recording properly to ensure that what is in the bank account of a certain school will be uh, reconciled with their financial transactions. So in short, there will be reconciliations. What has been purchased, what has been processed, what has been paid are properly recorded so that it will be again it will be determined after reconciliation how much such account has left and will be used in the coming days. I am not sure if bank reconciliation shall be done monthly. I am not privy to the specific guidelines, but even perhaps if it is monthly or bi-monthly or quarterly, again, what is important is we can ensure that the bank account, the checking account of each non-implementing units will be properly accounted, properly recorded, properly reconciled, so that the correct, the exact, and the proper recording of financial transactions will be done as against that particular bank account. Although for the district bookkeepers, you have been, I think, many of you are in this position for several months, and I understand all of you, or most of you, if not all, are graduates of courses related to accounting. So you have already that idea on what a bank reconciliation statement is. But as they say, what is in the book is not always what is in practice. So in the case of the Department of Education as a big agency, especially in Bohol. We have uh, more than 1,000 schools, or more than 1,000 non-implementing schools. So therefore, uh, in every district, you have also a number of schools to attend to look into, and to have the bank statement reconciled. And so that is why I am glad, and I appreciate the effort of the accounting section led by Mambing Ladaran and all her staff for always in the front line in seeing to it that you, our dear bookkeepers in the field, will not be left unattended. You will be properly guided. So with this virtual workshop, I hope and I am fully convinced that as we implement fully starting next year, uh, that all our schools will be having the checking account, the full operationalization of the checking account. With this virtual workshop, no district bookkeeper will be in limbo as to what to do, as to what to prepare, as to how to reconcile. So I am also hoping and expecting that all the district bookkeepers in attendance will not just join by just opening your account, but listen carefully and do your task, especially during the workshop, again to ensure that you will be fully capacitated. And if you have enough knowledge also, then I encourage you that perhaps during the open forum you can share also to the team, to the management team handling this virtual workshop, so that others may know also on what practices or what you have learned even before you were indebted when it comes to the preparation of bank reconciliation statement. Without further ado, our dear bookkeepers and to all our accounting staff, just allow me to share with you a story. This is a simple story. I do not own this one. You can read this one in the online, in the internet. This is a story about the two friends, and allow me to read this one because I believe this story can be related. We can have perhaps a reflection as we go along with our virtual workshop. Here it is. Once upon a time, two friends were walking through the desert. During some point of the journey, they had an argument, and one friend slapped the other one on the face. The one who got slapped was hurt, but without saying anything, wrote in the sand, "Today, my best friend slapped me in the face." Then they kept on walking until they found an oasis where they decided to take a bath. The one who had been slapped got stuck in the mire and started drowning, but the friend saved him. After he recovered from the near drowning, he wrote on a stone, "Today, my best friend saved my life." The friend who had slapped and saved his best friend asked him, "After I hurt you, you wrote in the sand, and now you write on a stone. Why?" The other friend replied, "When someone hurts you, or when someone hurts us, we should write it down in sand where winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it in stone where no one can ever erase it. Learn to write your hearts in the sand and to carve your benefits in stone. Well, this is all about friendship. When your heart, according to the story, you write it in the sand, but when you are saved, you write in a stone. But if we will relate it to what we are doing now, this is a virtual workshop on bank reconciliation statement. For me, it can be considered as a reminder that for easy transaction, perhaps personal transaction, like us, if we use our own money, you can just place our any receipts anywhere else without minding whether we can still locate it afterwards. We may write our expenses anywhere else. But when it comes to public funds, when it comes to MOOE, wherein it is a government funds, we have to ensure that our school, through our guidance, will ensure that they will not just write anywhere else, but we have to ensure that even with your task pursuant to DepEd Order 29, that you can have properly do or conduct a bank or make a bank reconciliation statement. That is because our schools are having also a proper recording, a recording that is not written on a sand, but recording that is written on a stone. So I just hope, our dear district bookkeepers, that what you listened or what you will learn today will not be written in the sand, but will be written in the stone so that it will remain in your mind, in your hearts, and we can ensure that all our schools, especially on this bank reconciliation statement, will be properly done because, again, in DepEd Bohol, we care for all. Bihol Bohol. Have a nice day, everyone.